Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss Bangalore University subject Strategic Management, 6th semester BBA. In this subject, we will be discussing unit number 4, implementation of strategy. In unit number 4, today we are going to discuss session number 45, that is functional plans and policies. Dear students, in the last class we had a discussion on the different functions and how different strategies are prepared and implemented for these functional areas. We had a discussion on different operations and how different strategies are made relating to the operations and they are implemented. That is, we had a discussion on functional implementation as well as operational implementation. Now we will be discussing on functional plans and policies. What is a plan? See, and why these plans are required? Why these policies are required? First of all, we need to understand what is a plan. Plan is nothing but deciding in advance about future. A strategy is also same. We decide in advance about future. We decide in advance about present. We can make strategies at present, we can make strategies for future. Strategy is a long term plan. There are two types of plans, or three types you can say: short term, medium term and long term. Within 1 year, short term. Between 1 to 3 or 5 years, it is medium term. Above 5 years, you can call it as 3 years or and above long term plans. So, at the functional level, as we discussed in the last class about the different functions performed in the organization, like marketing, production, finance, sales, they are all called as functions. At the functional level, how the plans are made and how the policies are created to reach those plans. Policies are nothing but the routes, the roadmap. The roadmap, the rules and regulations, the route created to reach the target as per the plan. Suppose if the organization has a plan to produce more, policies need to be made. Production department is responsible for that. For this, you have to allocate the resources, men, money, material, machine, methods, everything. That is policy. If you provide all those resources, your plan can be achieved without any problem. Now in this session we will be discussing on functional plans and policies. What is the need? Let us discuss why these functional plans and policies are needed. First of all, they are needed to implement the strategic decisions by all the departments of the organization. Plans are very much required. Policies are very much required. Otherwise, strategic decision cannot be implemented. Why functional plans and policies are required? To control the activities. To control the activities in different functional areas of business. We need functional plans and policies. Otherwise, you cannot give them the standard to perform, you cannot weigh their performance, you cannot judge their performance actual with the fixed one, and you cannot give them any corrective measures if plans are not made. It is rightly said that first you plan the work, then work on the plan, then only it will be successful, otherwise it will not be successful. So we first what we do, we plan the work, then we work on the plan to be successful. So to coordinate all the activities and control the activities, we require plan. We need plan. It's a prerequisite. To reduce time taken by functional managers in decision making. Sometimes when the operational heads or the management ask the functional managers, maybe the finance manager or the marketing manager, to take a decision on something, they may not be in a position to take decision quickly. So in order to avoid that confusion, we need a plan. Let us make the plan, then work on the plan. Very simple. See, if we make the plan, what happens is, we can face, if we make the plan to face the uncertainty or to increase our performance, in future if the similar situation in different functional areas arises, so we can handle them with consistency, we can handle them without any problem. So we require plans and policies at the functional level. See, again here it becomes important to discuss how will you integrate the plans and policies. In the last session also I discussed about this. I have discussed about this. See how well you can integrate them. Integration of plans will be discussed so that it clears that plan have also be brought together for the sake of consistency and compatibility. See how beautifully it is defined here. Why we require the integration of functional plans and policies? For consistency and compatibility, to increase the capability. While doing so, as I told you earlier, we need to have 5 considerations. I will repeat once again. Need for internal consistency. The second one is relevance for development of organized capability. Organized capability, not disorganized. In an organized way, we have to develop. Relevance for development of organized capability. Making trade-off decisions. If any decision need to be taken, when there is a disparity or difference or dispute between the trading organizations, maybe relating to the its cost or price or profits or anything, something like that, making trade-off decisions is also a important consideration. Determination of intensity of linkages is also an important consideration. Timing of implementation of plans and policies also becomes important here. Then for the development of functional plans and policies, whether it is formal or informal, it is just like strategy formulation. Here the environmental factors play a very important role. They are relevant to each function, they are relevant to each plan, they are relevant to each policies. So whether it is the formal or informal, mechanism need to be created here for integration of functional policies and plans. What is that mechanism? Again, there are 5 important things to be considered in creating a mechanism, in creating a shape in which the policies and plans are implemented properly as per the strategies made, as per the plan made under functional plans and policies implementation. First, we need to create information system. Then we need to have direct contact system. Then we need to have the creation of task forces. We need to have full-time integrator. Then we need to generate the teams. So dear students, these are the various things that we need to discuss in the development of functional plans and policies, which is an important component of implementation of any strategy. So at the end of the session, I have given you the multiple choice questions. Just go through them, analyze them. If you are not able to, try to solve them. If you are not able to solve them, try to solve them on your own. If you are not able to do so, you can call me anytime and get it clarified. At the same time, study material is also provided. See to it that you are going through the study material available in the online and offline sources. Try to consolidate important points. If you come to know that the points which are there in the material you are referring, you can coordinate, incorporate and consolidate them in the available study material and try to gain more knowledge. So today we have discussed on the functional policies, the meaning of functional policy and how these functional policies are important, what for these functional policies and plans required at the functional level. And in the next class, we will be discussing on the next session. So, hope that you have understood the concept. Till then, take care, stay home, stay safe. Bye-bye.